3 completely free AI platforms, 1 cinematic image model, 1 AI video powerhouse, and 1 hidden gem on Hugging Face that most creators have never even opened. One of these platforms got blocked mid-generation for thinking my AI character was a real human. Another one is still under construction but already showing serious potential. And the last one? Completely free, completely uncensored, and delivering results that are going to make you question why you're paying for anything else. Let's find out which tool earns a permanent spot in your content creation pipeline. All right, let's start with the first AI-powered platform on today's lineup, and this one is called Perchance AI. Now, I've touched on this platform in a previous video, but today we're going deep on it because Perchance just pushed a significant upgrade, and I want to show you exactly what changed and why it matters for your content creation workflow. This platform delivers genuinely impressive and uncensored image generation results and beyond images. It also has a video generation feature that's currently in active development. We're going to benchmark both today so you get the full picture of what this tool is capable of right now and where it's headed. Let's start with the image generation. First thing I need is a prompt, so I'm heading into Claude, pulling a high-quality cinematic scene prompt from our prompt library, copying it, and heading back into Perchance. Once you're in the interface, paste your prompt into the prompt box. Now here's something important to pay attention to right away. The tool defaults to cartoon style, and that's not what we want for cinematic content. Head over to your art style selector, and you'll see a full range of aesthetic modes available. For today's test, I'm going with cinematic and casual photo. These are the 2 modes that produce the most realistic, visually polished outputs on this platform. And for YouTube format content, realistic is almost always the move. Let's hit generate and see what Perchance delivers. And I'll tell you right now, one of the things I genuinely appreciate about this platform is the generation speed. Perchance doesn't make you sit and wait through long queue times. It processes and delivers fast. Here's the output. And there it is. Look at the render quality on that clean composition. Cinematic lighting, no visual artifacts. Strong prompt accuracy. This is what I mean when I say Perchance got an upgrade. The output quality on the cinematic and photorealistic modes has improved noticeably from what this platform was producing even a few months ago. Now let's push it further. I want to show you the range of what Perchance can do. So we're going to keep the same prompt, but switch the art style entirely, moving over to anime mode. This is where things get really interesting, because Perchance genuinely excels at stylistic versatility. Most free AI image generation tools lock you into one visual style. Perchance gives you cinematic, anime, illustration, and more, all from the same prompt, all completely free and unlimited. And here's the anime style output, and honestly, that is usable for an actual production. If you're building an AI anime series, a short-form story series for TikTok or YouTube Shorts, or any kind of stylized content, these outputs give you a serious foundation to work from. The character design is consistent, the scene composition is clean, and the stylistic rendering is strong for a completely free tool. Now let's look at the Perchance video generator, and I want to set expectations correctly before we dive in here, because transparency matters more to me than overhyping a tool. The Perchance video generation feature is currently in active development. I've been tracking their community updates closely, and there are real improvements coming. But right now, what you're working with is a beta stage feature, not a polished release. I'm showing it to you anyway because I think it's important to understand where a platform's roadmap is heading, not just where it stands today. Here's how to access it. Navigate to the video generator section within Perchance. Drop in your prompt. Set your duration to 8 seconds. Leave the style mode at default and hit Generate Video. Here's the output. So as you can see, what Perchance is currently producing in video mode is essentially a sequence of AI-generated still images compiled into a moving slideshow format rather than true fluid video generation. That's the honest assessment. It's not a traditional AI video output yet. All right, moving on to the second platform in today's benchmark, and this one is JXP, running the brand new GPT Image 2 model for image generation. I've put this model through extensive testing. And I can tell you with confidence, the output quality is exceptional. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Let's walk through the optimal configuration before we generate. Aspect ratio, setting this to 16:9 for YouTube-optimized output. Resolution, leaving this at 1K. This is a deliberate choice because I want to preserve our credit allocation across the full benchmark, rather than burning through credits on resolution when we're primarily evaluating prompt accuracy. And visual quality, setting this to high. Now heading into Claude, pulling a fresh cinematic scene prompt, copying it, and pasting it into the JXP prompt box. And here's something worth noting immediately. This generation is going to cost just 4 credits. 4 credits for a high-quality AI-generated image using GPT Image 2. That is an extremely efficient credit-to-output ratio, and it's one of the main reasons this platform is worth including in your free AI toolkit. And there is the result, and I want you to look closely at the detail in this image. You can see the monitor in the background, the chair, the full office environment. It's reading exactly the vibe the prompt called for. The character in the scene has no hand distortion, no finger artifacts. Everything renders clean and anatomically accurate. The lighting is natural and cinematic. This is a well-rendered, visually compelling output that you could pull directly into a content pipeline without any post-processing cleanup. GPT Image 2 is genuinely delivering at a high level here. Now, for those of you who want to push these platforms beyond standard content, you know what I'm talking about, and you can absolutely do that with this tool. All the links are in my Discord. Join up and grab everything from there. Now, here's where things get interesting, because I want to take this high-quality JXP generated image and use it as the visual foundation for AI video generation through Seedance 2. So here's the workflow. I'm loading the GPT Image 2 output directly into the Seedance 2 image-to-video interface, pasting in my motion prompt from Claude, configuring the settings model set to Seedance 2, resolution at 720p, aspect ratio locked to match our image format, duration set to 8 seconds to start. Let's hit Generate and the platform flagged the request. The generation was blocked because Seedance 2 identified the AI-generated character as a potentially real human and triggered its content safety protocol. Honestly, I don't blame the platform. These protections exist for legitimate reasons, and I respect that. But it does mean we need to adapt the workflow. So here's what we're going to do, switching over to text-to-video mode instead of image-to-video. Letting Claude handle the full prompt description, so we're generating purely from text rather than a potentially flagged image. Same motion prompt, same scene concept, same Seedance 2 model, just a different input method. And we're getting the same flag again. The prompt description is still triggering the safety filter. So let's take a different approach entirely. I'm converting the character from a photorealistic human representation into an anime-style character and running that through the generation. Here's the output. And there it is. Seedance 2 handled the anime-style character generation without issue and delivered a strong result. The motion is fluid, the character animation reads clearly, and the overall visual quality of the generated footage is solid. Despite the friction we ran into with the photorealistic image-to-video route, this platform is still absolutely worth recommending. Now let's get into the final platform in today's benchmark, and this one is a hidden gem that I genuinely think most creators have completely overlooked. We're heading into Hugging Face. If you haven't spent time inside Hugging Face, you're leaving serious free AI capability on the table. Once you land on the Spaces page, you're going to see an enormous library of AI-powered tools available for free image generation models, video generation models, text generation, audio generation, and a lot more. The breadth of what's available here for zero cost is genuinely staggering. For today's benchmark, we're focusing specifically on video generation, and I have 2 Hugging Face models I want to cover. The first is WAN 1.2.2, and let me be direct. This model delivers free, unlimited, and uncensored video generation results, and the output quality is genuinely strong. The workflow is clean drag in your base image, input your motion prompt, set your duration, and hit generate. What comes back is a cinematic AI video you can use directly in your content pipeline. I'll be covering this one in more detail in a dedicated video, so stay subscribed for that. But for today's deep dive, I want to focus specifically on the second model. Search for it inside Hugging Face spaces and click the first result in the top left. Here's the interface once it loads. Now I've run this model through multiple test sessions across different prompt types and visual styles, and I can tell you with confidence, this model delivers real, high-quality, and uncensored AI-generated images with impressive consistency. I'm pulling a fresh prompt from Claude, a detailed scene description of a character in a well-designed office environment, copying it, heading back into the Hugging Face interface, and configuring the generation settings. Format: switching from square to landscape. Once that's set, hit Generate and let the model process. And here is the result. And look at this output. The background office environment is beautifully rendered. You can see the shelving detail, the ambient lighting, the full spatial depth of the scene. The character is reaching toward the top right corner of the shelf exactly as the prompt described. The red shoes, the skirt, the overall composition, every detail in the prompt has been accurately interpreted and visually rendered. No hand distortion, no anatomical glitches. Clean, consistent, cinematic output from a completely free Hugging Face model. This is exactly the kind of hidden gem I'm always hunting for. Now let's take this output and push it through the WAN 1.2.2 video generation model to complete the pipeline. Dropping in our generated image, inputting the motion prompt, setting the duration, and hitting Generate. And there's the final output. Our AI-generated image has been animated into a fluid cinematic visual using completely free Hugging Face tools. The motion is smooth, the scene translates well from still image to animated sequence, and the overall output quality is strong enough to use directly in a content pipeline. If today's breakdown gave you value, hit the like button, drop a comment letting me know which platform you're going to test first, and subscribe so you don't miss the next AI tool deep dive. I've got a major update coming very soon, and you don't want to be late on it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Fighting for my soul, say, whipping fast, no brakes. Nothing's ever been a waste. Now that I've been